So in this video, we will going to discuss about building decision support system. In short, we call it as DSS. Decision support system is an interactive information system that uses a communication and technologies, data, documents, knowledge, and or models to identify and solve problems related to the complete decision-making tasks and make effective decisions about various problems. So that means it is an interactive information system. That means it's going to take and also delivers. It is an interactive information system that uses communication technology. That is basically it uses the communication and technology. That means you're going to use the internet, data, documents, knowledge, and or model. That is about all these things will going to be taken by of the models to first identify the problem and solve the problems related to the complete decision making tasks. So that means it will be having a proper decision and make effective decisions about various problems. Typical information that a decision support application might gather and present. What are the information that we're going to gather in this decision support system? Accessing all information assets, including legacy and relational database sources, comparative data figures, that means it is between the organizations, projective figures based on new data or assumptions. So that means what will going to be the projected sales or what the projected outcome of my product development. And these things will going to be projected only by accessing some information about the data and also by some assumptions. Consequences of different decision alternatives given past experience in a specific context. That means if you take this decision, it will going to happen like this. If you take this decision, it will going to happen like this. So that is what it will going to predict, or that is what it will going to give the information. DSS can be either fully computerized or human powered or a combination of both. So that means it can be done automated, that means computerized, or you can be having a human powered, or you can have the combination of both. Components in building decision support system. So what are the components which are going to be used? One is database management system. So that means, so here we have a diagram wherein we have an external or internal data source. So this data source which will going to be contained with data management. Then you're going to have model management. These things are taken in the computer-based system. So we have knowledge management, user interface, and decision maker. So both data management and model management will have the knowledge management, which is interactive. Again, user interface is also an interactive between data management and also the model management. And this data management and model management are interactive. And only the decision maker, once you will going to make the decision, you will going to be the decision maker. So the DSS database is a software package that contains data from various sources, including internal data from the organization and also the data generated by different applications and external data mined from the internet. So that means you will going to have both internal and external data. So the internal data means it will going to be done within the organization, and the external data means what will going to be taken from the internet. And the database system is responsible for data access and manipulates and manages internal as well as external stored data in the databases. Then the second one is the model management system. So that is the model management system here. So the model management system uses various kinds of mathematical and analytical models or simulation to represent and analyze complex data, thereby producing the required information. So it will going to use us both mathematical and analytical models and simulations. So any complex data is there that can be analyzed. Model predicts the output on the basis of different inputs. So that means this model will going to predict what will going to be the output based on some different inputs or different conditions, or finds out the combination of conditions and the input that is required to produce the desired output. So that means they will going to put their own constraints and apply those constraints to get the desired output based on the different conditions and the different inputs. DSS may include different models, with each model performing a specific function. The DSS software usually contains the predefined models or routines. Routines means it is a loop. Routines using which new models can be built to support specific type of decisions. That means it will going to use the predefined models so that we can build a new model based on the predefined models to support the specific type of decisions. The commonly used mathematical and statistical models are as follows. One is statistical model that contains a wide range of statistical functions such as mean, median, mode, deviations, etc. These models are used to establish relationships between the occurrences of an event and various factors related to that event. So that means statistical means it is mean, median and mode. Then sensitivity analysis. The value of one variable is changed repeatedly and resulting changes on the other variables are observed. The sale of products, for example, is affected by different factors such as price, expenses on advertisements, number of sales staff, productions, etc. So that means one variable is changed repeatedly and resulting changes on the other variables are observed. Suppose if you take one variable as the sale of a product. So how does the sale of a product will going to be influenced? So what that means, the sale of the product means that is the sales price of the product we wanted to fix. So how that will going to be affected? It will going to affected by the different factors. What are the factors which will going to be considered? The price, the cost price of that particular product which is used for the development. Then what will going to be the expenses on advertisements, and what will going to be the who are all will going to be involved in the sales staff, will going to be sales staff involved in that particular selling of products, and then the productions, etc. So these are the main things which will going to be considered if you want to fix up the sale of the product. So that is why if you consider one variable and if you try to repeatedly changes on the other variables, suppose what happens, number of sales staff has to be reduced, so thereby the cost will going to come down. And also the expenses on the advertisement, if you reduce it, then the cost will going to come down. So these are the various factors which will going to place a major role on the sale of the product. Then comes the optimization analysis models. These are used to find optimum value for a target variable under a given circumstances. They are widely used for making decisions related to optimum utilization of resources in an organization. So what is that optimum utilization? That is the minimum number of resources which will going to be used, so that you will going to get the maximum output. So that is the optimum value. During optimization analysis, the values of one or more variables are changed repeatedly, keeping in mind the specific constraints until the best results or the best values for target variables are found. So there in the sensitivity analysis we have changed only the one variable. Here in the optimization analysis, we will going to use one or more variables are changed repeatedly, keeping in mind the specific constraints. That means whatever the constraints you want to apply on that model, we apply that and keeping and changing one or more variables. So what will going to happen until you will going to get the best targeted variable are found. So what will going to be the best value, best optimized value you will going to get for that particular model. Then the next thing is forecasting model. Use various forecasting tools and techniques, including the regression models is a forecasting one, time series analysis and market research method, etc. to make statements about the future or to predict something in advance like sales forecasting. So basically we use the forecasting normally for the sales. That means what will going to be my sales for another down the line in 3 months after the introduction of the product into the market. So that is what is called sales forecasting. So how they will going to be predicted? They will going to project. So that means this month we will going to have this much amount of sales. In the next month we will going to have this much amount of sales. So based on what? Based on their previous experience or past experiments, and to predict something in advance. So that is what is called forecasting. It may happen or it may not happen, but these are the things which are going to be considered based on the market research. So that have been done in initial conditions. So before introducing the product, they will going to have conduct the market survey. Based on that survey, they will going to have the data which is been stored, and those data will going to be utilized for forecasting the sales on the particular product. So backward analysis sensitivity model. The technique followed in these models is just opposite to the technique applied in sensitivity analysis models. In place of changing the value of variable repeatedly to see how it affects other variables, goal-seeking analysis sets a target value for a variable and then repeatedly changes other variables until the target value is reached. So that is backward. That means we have fixed the target value. Based on those target value, we will go to repeatedly changing the variables so that ultimately until the target value is achieved. So these are the different types of models. Next comes the user interface. It is an interactive graphical interface which makes the interaction between the DSS and its users. It displays the results of analysis in various forms such as text. It may be a table, or it may be a chart, or it may be a graphics. So this is how the user interface will going to be takes place between the DSS and its users. The user can select the appropriate option to view the output according to his requirement. So that means the data is available in the software. So whichever the data you want, you pick that and you try to get the output of that. So this is how you will going to get the user interface. User interface. User defines the output. He wants what he wants. He will going to ask that the computer will going to give based on the data available. So this is what the user interface. So in the next video, we will going to discuss about the characteristics of decision support system. Thank you.